What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another one. If you are new to the channel, I am Gold Pony. This is Gold Pony Crypto. And so, got a lot of Crypto.com, Cro, and Cronos related news for you guys today. Actually, was speaking with Shane in Discord the other day, so I got a little bit of semi-alpha on the main city game that is coming up very soon here in quarter 2 of 2023. Got some VVS news coming up. I got some new MMF developments that just came out, CroFundsMe news, and CroSwap as well. So, before we get started, nothing in this video should be considered financial advice. It's simply for educational and entertainment purposes. So, having said that, what do you guys say? Let's just go ahead and get started with the Loaded Lines main city game here, because like I was saying, I was speaking with Shane in Discord the other night, and he put out a little message essentially. I'm going to read it to you guys on my phone here real quick, but it says, the more land or loaded lines of CyberCubs NFTs that you own, the faster you'll be able to generate in-game currencies. These currencies will then speed up your progress in building the city of your dreams. However, please note that the marginal return on in-game currency generation will decrease for each additional land NFT that you hold in order to keep the game fun and competitive for everyone. Notice there was no reference to the CyberCubs or loaded lines. So my question to him then was, I said, howdy Shane, not sure if you could say this or not, but I see there's diminishing returns on the land, which makes sense. Any diminishing returns though on the loaded lines or CyberCubs for earning in-game currency? So the more land that you get, you're gonna earn less and less. So the first piece of land you might earn 1 gold, let's say. The second piece of land you might earn 0.75. Third piece of land you might earn 0.5. But what he said to my question regarding the CyberCubs and loaded lines was, hey Gold Pony, not that I'm personally aware of. So there's a little disclaimer there. It may or may not be 100%, but he's not aware of any diminishing returns for the loaded lines or CyberCub. This is a great point to bring up, and I think we will try to include this in our next FAQ. So for now, it seems like the diminishing returns only applies to the actual land tiles as opposed to CyberCubs. So perhaps, again, nothing's set in stone yet, but perhaps the best play to generate more in-game currencies would be to potentially collect more CyberCubs or more loaded lines. Obviously, loaded lines are going to be more expensive, but maybe the best play is to collect more CyberCubs because they're going to continue to generate the same amount of in-game currency, whereas the land is going to be diminishing returns. So just a little strategy to think about. We don't know everything yet, so I just wanted to float that out there. And again, this game should be starting in quarter 2 of 2023, which essentially ranges from April through whatever the 3 months after April are. So yeah. Next, I wanted to touch on a couple quick pieces of news for VVS Finance. They have a roadmap that is coming up that has been confirmed in Discord as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Another new thing, actually, they just came out with a new daily lucky draw for the VVS Miner Mole Gacha game. So I wanted to show you guys that on the screen. Essentially, if you feed your whole Miner Mole team and then complete a lucky quest, you have the opportunity to win either more XP or more health for your Miner Mole. So they literally just came out with that, so that was pretty cool. I wanted to show that to you guys. I ended up getting an extra health for all of my moles, so that was pretty cool. Next, I wanted to touch on some quick news coming from Cronos Research. If you guys aren't following them already on Twitter, go ahead and do that. They do a lot of very investigative dives into different Cronos projects, so I appreciate them for that, and they deserve a follow. But for this one, CroFundsMe pauses their platform based on receiving a cease and desist letter from a giant in the industry. CroFundsMe has been first no-code multi-chain crypto crowdfunding platform on Crypto.com DeFi wallet. So CroFundsMe getting a cease and desist letter. Who do you guys think that might be from? I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's GoFundMe, but I don't know, I could be wrong. But anyways, that's what's going on with them right now. Next little bit of news is regarding the MMF team. They just came out with Mad Raffles, so I like this. Canvas came out with this, and essentially you can use your Mad tokens to kind of enter, I guess, a lottery kind of format where you can win an Treehouse, a Crow Cat, a Degen Cat. So a couple new ways to go ahead and potentially pick up these NFTs at lower than their current floor price. So I wanted to mention that to you guys. And so next thing I wanted to mention is I feel like whenever I ask an open-ended question lately about maybe what's the next big DEX on Cronos, or what's the big next project that you're looking forward to, always get rated by one particular team the most. And so I feel like I had to dig into it a little bit, and that was CroSwap. So CroSwap is kind of a new DEX that just came on to Cronos. And I know I was watching Jan Spickler's channel the other day, and he actually did something similar on Twitter where he said whichever project gets the most engagement, he was going to make a video of, and he did that, and that was CroSwap. So I decided to check into it a little bit. I'm like, how is this because I was thinking to myself, how is this such a new DEX with this much of a community behind it already, and it's brand new? So what I ended up finding was I went into their Discord and I found a little tab called Raid to Earn. And so essentially what they're doing is, and this isn't a bad thing necessarily, it's very creative actually, but essentially what they're doing is they're paying people to go ahead and raid some of these tweets to kind of get their name out there. So on a marketing perspective, it's very creative, but at the same time, it does make me question the vibrancy of the community itself, because in the back of my mind, I think everyone would be thinking this: is the community really vibrant? Is this really a good project? Or is everyone just rating these tweets because they're getting paid for it as opposed to actually supporting and believing in the project? So that's where I'm 50-50 on this, but I still kept digging because it just may be the next Mad Meerkat Finance for this upcoming bull run. You never know. It's the first thing I always look into, because it isn't always the case, but I looked into the founder, which is Hank, aka Henry Wyatt. So I do like that he fully doxed himself, by the way. That's amazing. Most DEXs out there, especially on Cronos, don't do that right now, so I give him a ton of props for that. Also found that according to his LinkedIn, he lives in Chambersburg, PA, which is approximately less than an hour away from me, so he's kind of close by to me as well, which is kind of crazy because crypto is a global thing, and to have somebody, founder of a project, live that close to you, I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. Probably what was the most interesting, and I got to do a little more digging on this, but he was a former CTO of SafeMoon. So you guys probably are familiar with SafeMoon, but he obviously is no longer with the project. I'm imagining he probably wants nothing to do with the project at this point, which is maybe why he left, but the reasons why he left, I don't know. I didn't do enough digging quite yet, so you guys can do your own research on that if you are looking to get into this project. But he did used to be the CTO of SafeMoon, and now he is the project founder of CroSwap, which is pretty cool. So it's a new DEX on Cronos. It also has a couple NFT collections. The pirate themed one I absolutely love. I don't know why I like pirates and stuff like that, but I love that collection that they got going on there. You can actually find them on a business pay for right around 200 Cro or something like that right now. So there you go, CroSwap. You rated my tweets enough. You got a little bit of attentions for whatever it's worth. But anyways, that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on social media if you wanted to see different cryptocurrency updates. Be sure to hit the subscribe and the bell notification button if you're into Crypto.com, Cro, and Cronos, because that is what we do here on this channel after all. Do appreciate you guys watching more than you know, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Stay gold.